Hi, we're going to talk about users in the Stratopos system today. First things first, we will log in. And now we're in the back end, and we're going to pop over into the setup section. And then we're going to click on users. And here we are in the user section. So to start this chat off, there are essentially 5 types of users. We'll deal with the first one. The most common one would be straight out customers, and they're people that create an account, they add to the cart online, they check out, they pay by credit card or other means, and then they either pick the goods up in store or they get shipped to the customer. It is important to understand, though, that everyone logging in, whether it's all the way from a normal customer all to a master admin, they all log in through the same tab here, the account section, so that's nice and common and makes a fair bit of sense. Now, the users that can get into the back end of the website and do work, there are 4 different types. We'll start at the top with the master admin user, and essentially the master admin user can do anything in the back end of the website. The master admin would normally be a business owner or the general manager or perhaps one key IT support person. And they can do everything plus access all the setup features. The next level down is a standard admin user. They can get into everything on the website and essentially operate the point of sale and the e-commerce website and the inventory side of things. They can operate everything that needs to be done on a day-to-day basis. The only section they can't go into, an admin user, is this setup section here that we're accessing right now. The next user down would be a store user, and store users can process all the transactions it takes to run a retail business on a day-to-day basis. So over the counter sales, receiving stock, doing a stock adjustment, transferring stock between stores, shipping internet orders, all that transactional type stuff. And the last type of user is called a product user, and this type of user can create and edit products. So to create a user, here's a table of the different users. Here's a few master admins, a product user, some straight admin users, and if we come down, we'll see some store users here. Let's talk about this table a little bit. So you can reset passwords on this table for any of the users. You would just put the new password in here, and then you'd come down here and hit update, and that password would be reset for that user. Please keep in mind, users that can access the back end of the website do not have the ability to reset their password by email, so that actually needs to be done by a master admin. So they can't reset their own password on that account page up here. That reset password by email facility is only available for online customers. Now, master admins and admins by default can edit everything, and they can also upload CSV files, and they can also edit any image on the website, just by default with no extra permissions. Store users cannot do CSVs or image editing, but product users, they can or cannot, depending whether they're selected or not. Here's an example of a product user where the brands are selected, and that they can also upload CSVs, and they also have access to images. Let's go and create a user now. So we'll bang in an email address. We can give them a password. And we'll make them a product user. Now with product user, you can select which brands they're going to have. And if I select a couple of test brands here, if I wanted to check all the brands, I could check all brands. If I wanted to uncheck, I could use these buttons here, but if I want a specific few brands for a product user, I can select them like that. And then I'm going to not give them the ability to upload by CSV or edit images, and then I'll create them. Editing images and CSV upload, you would only want to give that to a user that is quite proficient with the website and familiar with it. If people know what they're doing, they can get a lot of quality work done. If somebody's mucking around and they don't know what they're doing, they could do a lot of damage. And the example would be that they delete 100 or 1,000 images that they didn't mean to. We do have backups, obviously, but that's a lot of hassle and extra work for everyone involved. The better option is to make sure if somebody has access like that, they understand the power they've actually got. Same thing with CSV uploads and downloads. You can edit a lot and change a lot of things at once very efficiently using CSV upload. That's good. If someone doesn't know exactly what they're doing, they could accidentally change more than they realize they are. So it just needs to be used by people that know what they are doing. Now, just coming back to that product user we created right here, this 123 at 123.com. Why would you create a product user that only has access to a few brands? Well, I'll give you a couple examples that why you might do something like this. One would be you might have a sales rep that that sells you a particular line of products, and they want to help, and they want to add a whole bunch of YouTube videos to your products and add a whole bunch of text and technical specifications, and perhaps you've only got one picture, and they want to add 10 pictures each to the products and make them really stand out and perfect and really take care of them for you. Well, here's a great way you can assign. You can create a product user for that person. You can make it their work email address. And they get access to the brands that they actually sell you. They don't have access anywhere else in your in the Stratopos system. All they can do is come in, they get access to that one brand of products, and they can tune it up for you, make it look great. Can't see anything. They can't see your sales. They can't do anything other than edit those products. Another example might be you might employ someone. A student or a technical person, and you want them to do some specific work on a bunch of products in terms of making the definitions better, or maybe you want them to put some wording on describing a product in a different language or something like that. You could give them access to just one brand first, see how they go, and maybe that brand only has 10 or 20 products, and then you review the work once it's done. But if they only have access to 20 products, then it's a bit safer. You can go check out what they've done, see if it's been done well enough. And then if you want them to continue, then you can give them access to the next brand you want them to work on. It's just a nice way to control what's going on and not make things too risky. That is it about users. Thanks for listening.